Ancient prophecy speaks of a group of adventurers who will rise from the darkness to become heroes and to bring light to the entire world. Unfortunately, these are not those adventurers.
Hey, bitch lizard!
Would it be possible for me to bonus action yeet Windy?
I get myself.
Welcome to Adventures and Initiative.
It's a shitty basket.
I'm not an asshole.
I'm the mad arrow stabber.
God help us all.
Hello and welcome to Adventures and Initiative. I am Donna the Cleric. I am your DM. Will my players please introduce themselves?
I am the drunken monk playing Blaze. I am ready to set the world on fire.
I'm Fantasy Lover playing Selena Lillian. Ready to go.
I am Shop Goblin playing Kazian River Shield. Let's start the fires.
I'm Noah, aka Goon Daddy, playing Valaman Drocknock, and how are you lovelies doing?
Love the Cockney accent on that one. All right.
Oh, are we supposed to have done that in our character accent?
I mean,
I
you
did.
guys totally
It's not-
could have.
Oh, so I need to go back to my gravelly voice.
Oh, you're wrong. That's Dracus, not Blaze.
So,
Blaze has a douchebag to it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Blaze is more like, yeah, come on.
There you go. There you go.
Let's go, guys.
All right. So,
Oh, I've missed this.
Brilliant.
some announcements. If anybody has any. Shop, I know you have your stickers out and stuff. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to announce those.
Our my famed Dirty 20 image, which has been on the show a few times. Famed? Infamous? I don't know. Something like that. My stupid idea that I got Aludra to draw for me, and I'm so grateful because she's an amazing artist and everybody should commission her, is now a sticker. I also have my little goblin icon that is a sticker, and I have some left that I'm currently giving away. After this batch, I ain't giving them away for free anymore. That shit ain't cheap.
No, it ain't.
Don't forget that here soon we will be starting a brief stint in Ravnica.
Oh, yeah. That's right. At the end of November, right after Thanksgiving, we'll be beginning to play Ravnica for all of December and maybe the beginning of January, depending on where we are. So the players that are currently in college or in such can be able to focus on finals while us old guys play D&D for you.
I think me and Drunk take that personally.
Yeah, a little bit, youngster.
I'm
You're younger than both of us. We're the oldest here.
Oh yeah, that's true. I am the middle child within this group, if I'm being honest. I recently made it to 10K, and with that, I decided to talk to a card company and start making a deck of magic items, which I will start bringing them into the game as test material as I create them. So we may be doing one-shots where we get to play with them and such, but know that I am starting to test that. We don't know the exact time of when to start it, but it is in the works, and I am very excited to start doing this.
Fun.
Really wanted to start doing. And
Additionally, go ahead.
One last announcement. There will be another little hobbit or halfling in June.
Congrats!
Congrats, man.
Woo!
I'll add one more little bit of news. Little Monk is 4.
Woo!
Yay!
Happy birthday.
For those not in the know, Dono refers to his children as halfling. Child is halfling. Now it's going to be halflings. And Drunk's son is referred to as Little Monk. Additionally, I wanted to give a shout out to a couple of our friends of the show, Sir Pfeffers and Nice Ghosty and all of them over at Deadlock, who just started their stream.
Yeah.
go. So if you guys, once you're finished watching our show, go and watch theirs. They're awesome. Good friends of ours. We love them. On top of that, our friend Draxus Clay will be launching his stream Into the Dungeon, I believe, next week after. And there's currently discussion of sometime in late November doing a Discord stream of some one-shots, and I am scheduled to appear in those. So we'll keep you guys updated about that, and go and check out our friends' streams once you've finished watching ours.
Yay, Draxus.
So a lot of good things happening, you guys. But let's get into the game, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Who would like to give a recap of what happened last time?
No
I will
kills.
gladly do so.
Okay.
Having escaped capture and reunited with our lizard, our owl bear, and the wizard, our party proceeded into the Dark Woods. What's the term for them again?
Forest of Dread.
Yes, the Forest of Dread. I knew it was an appropriately evil-sounding place.
Yep.
We navigated the forest relatively well, not running into anything, until we heard voices. Kazian attempted to sneak up, suddenly heard the voice of Dracus, and then discovered that the people they were essentially trying to sneak up on, one of them was a fang dragon in disguise who had some vampires with her.
That bitch.
A fight then followed where the fang dragon bitched out and ran away, and we destroyed the vampires thoroughly. We then settled down for the night in our secure door of safety for our long rest.
Okay. Well, yeah. All right. So, as you guys begin to, as Kazian, you activate the door of safety, opening it up and setting it to a door or up against
specifically, he's looking for like a rock face or an old stump. He does not want to put it against a tree again.
Okay. I would like everybody to please make perception checks.
15.
Okay.
Hey, and I did it in the right channel this
Yeah, you
time.
13.
Nice.
Kazian, you have advantage on this because you are in a forest. And you're a ranger, right?
Give me a minute, I'll look it up, because that's a specific thing with the revised ranger. Sorry, trying not to choke on jerky.
Oh, I was going to say take the dick out of your mouth.
Don't
That's later.
don't choke on somebody else's meat, my dude.
But it's my meat.
30-20!
Nice.
Okay,
Whoop.
so Drunk and Val, you both see a large amount of birds coming up out of the forest to the backs of you, as you know, they seem to be running away or coming towards you guys up above. You then, Val, you begin to hear the sound of swaying and crashing trees. Like what is scraping against the bark of it. Please make a intelligence check for me.
And no, Dono, it does not appear with the revised version of Natural Explorer that I have advantage on those perception checks.
Okay.
Because there isn't instead of favored terrain, I just have benefits while we're traveling for more than an hour.
Okay.
That's the both of us make intelligence or not?
No, it's just Val.
Gotcha.
And you did roll a dirty 20, so.
Very appropriate.
Yep.
I approve of Shop Goblin putting that in there every time we roll a dirty 20.
I second the notion.
Yes.
I am going to attempt to actually make it an emote on the server.
Hell yeah.
So that will require a little bit of photoshopping while we're playing, but I can do that.
Are you typing, Val? Or is that your intelligence roll? I'm just waiting on you.
That was his perception.
That was his perception, was the dirty 20.
Okay. Then I need a intelligence. Or I guess survival would work as well. Sorry. Survival check. Is actually what I was trying to go for.
Wow.
Did
Did we lose him?
Good.
Did we?
Oh!
There
I
he
thought
is.
you said the other guy.
No, we were talking to you.
No,
You rolled
you.
the dirty 20. I gave you the extra information. You
No,
heard
but
the trees.
I don't even know my own character's name. I'm so sorry.
Would you rather me say Goon or Noah?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I just spaced out. Okay.
Can we call him Hey Dumbass?
I mean, probably. My dad does. I'm joking. I guess intelligence would be my best bet.
I don't know. You don't seem that bright.
Let's be honest here. My charisma is the highest stat that I have. 20 plus 3. Another dirty 20!
What?
Val's got that big brain energy today.
Okay, sorry, I'm dealing with a child really quick. You suspect that there is probably a large group of what is vampires coming towards you. It seems like 2 are coming from the eastern side of the forest. One coming, maybe 1 or 2 maybe coming from the west, or not from the west, but from the north, and then you're not quite sure how many from the south.
Guys, we've got company.
Fuck's sake. Can't we even get
Lovely.
one fucking night of rest?
Touche.
Either we find a place to hide or we get the heck out of here.
Is there any apparent place to hide?
You can always run. You can make an investigation check if you want.
Give me one moment and I will do just that.
How would I be able to
That's my
know how
investigation.
close we are to my village?
You've never been through the Forest of Dread, so no.
19.
Okay, so looking around, there is the chance that you could hide in the woods. You could also take the trail where you're not hearing any, which is northern to you, or no, western, that way through. Oh, good. Oh, I just burped a little. Sorry. Or you could try to hide out into the door of safety, but you know that that's not all that, like, that can be torn down.
Yeah, Kazian's just kind of look at everybody and be like, or look at Blaze actually, is gonna be like, how far is your village?
I don't know. We weren't allowed in here.
Which way is it?
Well, let's just make a run for it, boys. And
That's why I'm asking, which direction?
Excuse
to-
me.
Yes?
I'm assuming it is the only direction they're not coming from.
Val points in the direction he
so-
doesn't hear anything.
Dono,
Yes, sir.
would our hour plus of traveling previously still affect us since the fight was less than like a full minute ago?
Please elaborate on your hour plus of travel.
If my party is traveling for an hour or more, difficult terrain does not slow the party.
Oh yeah, totally. Then yeah, it would apply.
Okay, yeah, then Kazian is going to just start running in the direction of the village.
Okay.
Full
So-
double dash, grabbing Barry under his arm, booking it.
Okay, I need you to make a survival check with basically like using the stars or the sky as you're kind of like traveling, just to see if you, because you would probably know where on the map it is, and then through any kind of knowledge that you have, you would probably know like a general direction of where to go.
Nat 1.
Bollocks!
All right,
Nat
Cassian
1,
starts
Nat
running.
19.
Do you guys follow?
No, Val points in the direction he's not hearing anything come from, and then kind of just tugs on Crux's leash in that direction. I'm like, guys, we should be going this way.
I'm with him. Let's
Okay,
go.
you guys roll initiative.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, a non-combat
I'm going to start counting down to
initiative?
see when the vampires get there.
$19.
So just two.
Crap. Oh, no. Oh, 22.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so who's leading this?
Not me.
Believe it's me.
Okay. I'm going to take Val's then initiative to start the clock. You guys will have basically 3 turns to be able to try and figure something out. Yep.
Okay.
I know that Crux can carry me and one more person.
Oh, that's...
So, fight over shotgun.
Will I
So-
know the general direction of where my village is? No, you already said no.
So, since we're talking above game, do all of us have transport crystals, Dono? Like, visibly on us or that I've seen given?
So the only people that have transport crystals would be Blaze, you, and Loach.
Okay.
Because Fantasy is Selena now. So, and she has no idea. She would probably have no idea what a transport crystal is. And you guys still technically have one more day before they restart.
Oh, God, yeah, that takes a week, doesn't it? Downtime would be nice every now and then.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, can I roll knowledge to see if I can figure out which direction we need to go?
We already did, do survival. Knowledge would be like you know it. Survival would be using things around you to kind of figure out, oh, okay, it'd probably be this way, like figuring out northeast, west, and south. So,
Well, better than he did, but it's only a 13.
okay. So looking around, thinking about like where the ocean is and everything like that, you begin to sort of pick up like a small scent of something. But can't really like, you kind of get a general direction. You know that it's slightly off from where that Val is pointing, but probably within a direction. There is also like Val is not pointing within a clearing. So anybody else wanting to do something?
No, I'm pretty much stuck where I'm at. I can just physically run. That's all Kazian can do right now.
I'm with Val. We need to go this way.
Kazian is going to pivot on his heel and follow the one who knows where the fuck they're going.
Okay.
Anyone
You guys start to run?
Who's claiming shotgun?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
Kazian's
okay.
just booking it on foot.
Okay.
I'll have my staff readied while I'm riding shotgun with Val.
Okay. So you guys begin to go off. I'll say that was one full turn just to get everything together. Did you close the door? I'm guessing. And because it would take you an action to close the door and then begin your guys' descent and to get everything together. So
Kazian would have gotten the door closed and in his pocket as quickly as possible.
You guys begin to hear the vampires coming closer and closer. You can tell that they are probably within like about 100 feet or so from you, and you can hear the branches tearing. Now, if that were to actually look for them, you could maybe even see the shining of their red eyes coming through the trees.
I still have 2-minute meteors left, don't I? I do. That's right. I had 2 left after the fight. Would they be gone or not?
Yep, they'd still be on.
Cool.
Dono.
Okay, so you guys begin to book it, running quickly through. You guys now are heading in a westerly direction. You are going for about, you move to about 200 feet. You begin to see the trees the trees breaking, and you hear the tearing and the snarling of the vampires. That they're coming closer. You're coming and destroying. I'm gonna roll to see who I'm gonna have do a dex save.
We are visible
a
to him
D4,
at this point,
goddammit!
correct?
D4. Okay. So Kaz, I need you to make a dex save from being
Dex?
tripped. As you see a large rock come soaring towards your
4.
legs to try and trip you up. A 4? You fall and are knocked prone. Is anybody going to help him up? Or are you just going to leave him behind?
I'll pick him up.
Okay, so the vampires come closer. Val, you are not you are a lot farther ahead, being on your lizard, and the fact that she can run quicker than you, especially within this situation. You guys run, you're just booking it as quick as possible through the trees. You come to a fork where there is a turn to your right, a turn to your left, and one that is slightly to the right. Which way are you going?
Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
Cool. Shoot, I hit the wrong button. Got sent to the different room. Okay. That is not the buttons.
Kevin, if you want to play the battle music, you can in this situation. I don't know if it's going.
One
or
sec. It isn't.
13 insight.
Okay. You begin to think, and you believe that out of the 3, your probably best bet is either to go straight or to the left.
Let's keep going straight.
Okay.
That way we don't lose any speed.
Okay, so you guys continue to go through the straight path, thinking quickly. Fantasy Lover, make a wisdom check as you see red eyes come from the trees, and try to do a charm spell on you to make you to stop.
$13?
You have advantage on this, so you know, because you're half elf.
Well, okay.
Because it is a charm spell.
Still 13.
Okay. You begin to feel what is a spell come over you, but you are quickly able to shake it off and continue your progression with the team, staying behind with Kazian slightly, not quite able to keep up with the rest of them. Make a perception check, Blaze. Since you are back, or basically rear bitching this guy.
Wait, who's riding? Who's riding with Val?
Who's riding? Blaze is riding with Val. You and Fantasy are behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with Barry, I imagine.
That was a 14.
A 14? Okay. You see out of the corner of your eye a door in a tree with a slight, female hand pointing and asking you to come in. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna dismount and run over. Let's go, guys.
Okay.
What are you doing, idiot?
So Dono.
Yeah.
There was a vampire right next to Selena, who's next to me, correct?
They're within spell casting distance, but not close enough to attack you physically. So, like.
But they're close
60
enough
feet.
that Kazian can, I assume at disadvantage,
Notch
drop
an arrow and shoot it.
Yeah. Would that be
I wouldn't give you
doable?
disadvantage while running. You're good.
Okay. Did you say would for disadvantage, right?
No, I wouldn't give you a disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
It's not like you're being hindered or anything like that. You're just moving.
Yeah,
Stuff.
I would.
As a
I would.
fighter
have
and
to
ranger,
drop
you probably are
parry
used
and
to
then
that.
just- Nah, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, I'll say it hits.
Funny.
Let's
Now
see the first damage of the.
do your damage.
3 plus 2d6 lightning damage because this is one of my arrows charged.
Yep.
Ooh.
11 damage.
Nice. Okay. So, I'm going to see because I'm going to say you hit him in midair. Nope, he does not make that. This vampire that you hit knocks back from the blast of the arrow and falls back into a tree and nope. Okay. And that another vampire is coming from as well. It jiggles the tree enough that the second one falls down as well, giving you guys more distance between you and them. Good job.
Sweet.
Yeah. So, you guys are going into the tree with hand?
I want to try and hide in the tree.
Okay. Is everybody joining him?
I mean, sure.
Okay.
I kind of have.
You guys.
I have Crux do that famous anime motorcycle slide.
Okay.
Did you just Akira this?
I did just secure this.
On a lizard, man. That's an achievement.
Hell,
Oh,
corgis
and
have
just
done
because
it.
it's a thing now?
But so you guys make it into the tree, sweating. You begin to see Kaz and Selena behind you, running, darting. Make a perception check, both of you.
Me and Selena?
Yes. See if you can see the tree. And then
21.
going into it. Yep, you definitely see.
Kazian's going to, until everybody's inside, going to spin on his heel and just drop another arrow or two
Okay.
to cover everybody.
All right. You
Got
got
a 22.
Okay, Selena, you see him as well, darting into inside the tree. You also notice that it's a little weird looking for a tree, but not that big of a deal.
16 to hit.
I believe that hits a vampire.
Yeah, he's not aiming at any specific vampire. He's just putting arrows to keep him at a distance until everybody's in.
Okay.
And his second attack's a 21.
That one will definitely hit one of them. So roll damage for that. I'm checking because I'm trying to find vampires in my goddamn.
It's under V.
Yeah, I know. I just passed the V's for Yetis.
It could also be under undead, but that's 17 damage to one of them.
Okay. Now that one naturally fails and drops and takes an extra bit of damage. Yes, the 16 will hit.
Okay. And 15 to whoever takes that second arrow.
Okay. That one will roll. Oh, that's cocked as hell. That one's able to keep it stagger up in the trees as it's coming towards you. You see everybody enter into the tree, and I'm guessing you're going to jump in as well?
Yep. Full dash, if
All right.
needed.
Mad dash.
As you jump in, catching your breath, the door shuts behind you, and you hear the lady say, "1 second, let me disappear." As she goes to a bowl that says a few arcane words, and you see the vampires coming towards you suddenly become confused. They stick around for a little bit longer, trying to see where you guys had disappeared. You can see this out of a window, and it seems as though they've completely lost sight of you.
Kazian's just kind of standing in the window, both fingers up, just doing a little dance, flipping them off.
Roll performance.
Roll performance for the jerk face dance.
7.
He looks. I mean,
What are you doing?
it could be considered a dance, or it could be considered a seizure.
Either way, the birds are flying.
Okay. All right, you guys can turn off the battle music now.
Already off.
Okay, good. As you guys begin to catch your breath and you breathe, you notice to see this woman-like figure dressed in an old raggedy cloak, the hood up, and she says, "Welcome. And what brings you to the undead forest?"
You mean the Forest of Dread?
It has many names, really. But undead and evil things usually lack here. That's magic and life. Yes.
Then what are
What
you
brings you
doing
here?
here?
Obviously
live
selling
here.
cookies, Blaze.
Oh, cookies, yes. I mean, I have some if you would like. And she
Are
goes
they
to
undead
like an
cookies?
oven. She goes to an oven and it's just like these gnarly looking cookies that were burnt and just
Can Kazian
nasty.
take 10 minutes and cast Identify on them? Just
Sure.
like hold the cookie in his hand for 10 minutes, muttering to himself.
Are they appealing to Crocs?
Crocs might actually be a little interesting as you see a worm come out of the cookie.
These are the new poison that I can dip my arrows in to add even more damage.
I look at the old lady and I say, "We're just passing through on the way to the village."
What is everybody's passive perception? I believe I've asked this before, but I've forgotten.
Kazian is a 15.
Same with Val.
14.
Okay.
11.
11. Okay, so Cassie and Val, you see out of the back, like the corner of your eye, something fall off that counter and skitter away. You're not 100% sure if it was an animal or a plant.
Val
Kazian
shivers.
resists the urge to knock and fire an arrow.
Val
like-
gets the willies.
That
Okay.
trained reaction, just like you see his hands kind of flinch a little bit and then calm back down.
What on?
So, Kazian, after 10 minutes, you don't get anything off the cookies. They're just really disgusting. But the lady goes, "Hello.
He feeds it to Crux.
I need to introduce myself, get to know you. My name is Leora.
Can you repeat that?
Liara?
Leora.
Leonora.
Just call me Lee, if you need to."
All right. Lee, thank you very much for your very convenient doorway of safety.
Oh,
Yeah.
my hat. It's very nice, really.
Yes.
Disappearing thing's a nice trick.
Nice.
Oh, it's really just it's invisibility. I enchanted this tree. It's very
Yeah, I
nice,
don't
really.
know that spell yet.
Well, it's actually quite useful to get out with pesky neighbors.
You mean the vampires?
Oh yeah. Well, the vampires aren't usually here. They just recently came in. We've had undead and spirits in these forests, but the vampires.
Big ass fang dragon?
I haven't heard of much of a fang dragon. I did see a lady and this woman as she's like walking around her hut. You guys not really being able to see her face. She then begins to like pick up a few things, and she seems to be making kind of like a tea leaf juice. I believe Val,
You mean
would
tea?
understand this, huh?
Tea leaf juice.
Tea leaf
tea
tea.
leaves. Like she's putting tea leaves together, probably making some kind of a medicine.
Like a compress or a poultice.
Yeah. And as you look and see this woman with her hands, they're damaged and raggedy and disgusting, and she's just not but seems to be keeping to herself, and she's helped you out. Whatnot. Is there anything that you guys would like to ask?
So, why do you live out here if it's so dangerous?
Well, the magic, of course. I like magical things. I like to experiment. Mess.
Kazian tucks Barry behind his leg.
Oh, that's a cute little owl bear there. I've met a couple of those. Those things are fun. I've gotten a few feathers from them too.
Yeah, that's Barry. He's my little one.
He is a little one, isn't he? I'm used to dealing with more of the adults, really.
Well, he used to be quite a bit more little about 2 weeks ago. They grow fast.
Yeah, they do. They get big. They're very strong.
Can I roll insight to see if, like, just to figure out what the fuck she's doing?
Yeah.
I am thoroughly befuddled by this being, and dirty 20, and worried that she's going to try and eat my bear.
She is. So, she seems to be an old lady that's into really magical things. You don't see any kind of like evil intent, though she is in an evil forest full of a bunch of undead and spirits, and yeah, but she's helping you.
So the chat doesn't trust her.
Kazian's just kind of hold up the door of safety and just be like, "Do you mind if I set this up somewhere around here? Just a way to keep us a little safer with the the guests outside, in case for some reason they were to find their way inside."
She looks at it, and she looks up and down. She's like, well, I mean, you can set it up against a wall, but it's not going to do anything. It seems like you've already expelled the magic of it today.
Hold on one sec. I gotta reread it. It's been a while since I read Door of Safety. Where the fuck is it in my notes?
If you're wondering, it is able to be...
It is once a day, lasts 8 hours, yep.
Yep. But you've already used it once, and then you dispelled it.
Well, that would have been useful
you,
to know.
Perhaps have any way of getting to the village without them being noticed or noticing us?
I have a way, yes. We can move around if you want.
You kind of cut out there on my end.
Oh, sorry. She says, we can move around the forest if you want. See this little tree here? I can switch it around with other trees. It's quite useful. I like my hut.
That's very handy.
That's
I'm
a nice
impressed.
hut right there.
Yeah. It makes it so I can see all the little creatures around and really get to know.
Would you mind doing us a favor and moving it as close as you can to the village?
What do I get in return?
Ooh, uno mas. Because Kazian immediately thinks of something. And he withdraws the Aura of Annihilation cloak from the haversack. Well, you see, we got this. Nobody else will take it. Would you be interested?
A cloak from a burger.
Yeah, Aura of Annihilation cloak. Identified it myself.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen one of these. Not many in this
pain
land.
to get our hands on.
Oh, I would not doubt it.
You know what? If you take that, I'll throw in some lizard droppings.
Lizard droppings can be very useful.
Yes, they can. They can be used in many poisons.
Crux kind of gives me a dirty look, and I'm like, sorry, girl.
Kazian takes a piece of dragon turtle jerky and tosses it to Crux.
She catches it.
If I ever run out of the 25 pounds of dragon turtle jerky that is literally just pet food, I'm going to laugh my ass off.
I mean, a giant lizard can eat a lot, dude.
Yeah, but I'm not feeding it to them regularly. This is just like
Yeah,
every
I know.
now and then they get a piece.
It's like treats. You got 25 pounds of treats.
Yeah. So fuck.
She says, I'll take the cloak. There's some good lizard dropping. And she looks at you, Val, and says, and may I take a few scales from the face of this one?
Kazian looks at Val.
My scales?
Yes.
From my
They're
face.
very pretty. I'd like to use. I think they might be good of magical use. You'll grow them back. It's not a big deal.
I suppose so, but I'm rather attached to them, if you would understand. Physically.
Don't worry. I'm very good at removing things from people.
I think I'll do it myself, thank you.
Oh,
2 or
you
3?
sure?
I'm pretty sure. I'll 2 or 3, right? 2 or 3.
Yeah. Make a to see like so taking them off. I would imagine it's kind of going to be like ripping off a piece of wax, a little bit. So like as you go to do it, I need you to make like a dex check to see how many that you can take off of yourself.
Okay. Roll.
We made that emoji pretty quick, didn't we?
Yeah. I'm trying to adjust it currently.
Dexterity.
Or like a finesse check, if you would like.
Nah, I just found the thing for Dex. I got it.
Okay.
6.
As you begin to tear this off, you realize that it's really hurting, especially to cause yourself pain. And you like slight to tear one off of your cheek, and then you're just like a little tear comes from the cheek.
You want me to do the other one?
Kazian's just gonna grab one and yank.
Make a strength. I'll have you make a strength check, Kaz.
Okay. Just straight strength?
Yeah, it's dex for you to tear something off your own body. It's strength to take it off yourself. Kaz, as he begins to cry, you grab his hand. As he begins to cry, you grab his hand and just yank, and it rips like 5 of them right off of his face.
Well, that saved a couple hours and a lot of screaming.
You bastard!
Does it actually do any damage to him?
Oh!
Well, let me.
Emotional damage.
You take 2 points of just damage.
Kazian smiles at him, pats him on the shoulder, and I'd like to roll a sleight of hand check to give him my crystal of magi.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
That I have never used. So
I'm intrigued and also confused.
Essentially, give me a second, I'll tell you what it does.
Ooh. I can add it to my items.
Another
sleight of
natural
hand!
20!
Yeah!
Not only do you get it
on
in
one today.
Okay, so Crystal of Magi, when used, and this is a single use, when used, restores 2 first-level spell slots or 1 second-level spell slot.
2 first, 1 second.
Yeah, I'll post it in the game notes for you.
It's like the use of sorcery points, only you're not having to use your sorcery points, and it's only like strong enough to give you a second or a first.
Yeah.
2 first.
But essentially, you just feel something in your hand and he goes, sorry, I know that hurt, but we needed to get it over with.
Peachy.
Okay.
Crystal of Magi, right? That's what
Yeah, I put it in the game notes for you.
Gotcha.
Or Magi, whatever,
Magi.
however you want to say it. Magi or Magi.
Crystal of Negima.
Crystal of Ligma.
God!
Well,
That's a completely different thing.
Very different.
Well, this is doggone. I'm going to lean into Fantasy Lover and say, does she creep you out too?
Everyone creeps me out. But yes.
Barry looks up at you with like sad eyes.
Oh.
He does have advantage on perception checks with sound and smell.
I just pet
And
Barry's
persuasion checks involving baby bear eyes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Can we make that a canon rule?
Sure. Babies have advantage on persuasion.
I'm putting it in his notes. Advantage on persuasion.
What a cutie pie.
Okay. She says, it's going to take me about 10 minutes. So if you don't mind, take a seat, get a little rest in, do what you need to. But if I'll tell you a story, shall I? Would you be interested in one?
Of course, why not? Why not? Anything to distract me from my cheek pains.
All right. Now, you see, I am a mother. I had a son one day. Granted, meeting his father was a little interesting of a job. As you begin to see her like work her hands, she's kind of like touching different little parts of the tree, and like they begin to glow with little runes and such. And she says, "You see, I'm a very magical creature, and usually those of my lineage have magic as well. But the boy I had none. But he wanted to see the well. It was very concerning as a mother, because I had a hard time raising him. Though for some reason, he was very strong, that he was. And I was a very proud mother. See, he grew up in this tree as well, so it imbued him with strength. Every night he slept. Now, my child, he has yet to come home to mother. He left as he became an adult. Though he was a very handsome man, just like his father, he was very handsome. And you begin to see like different, as the runes glow, that room becomes a little more illuminated, and you can get a kind of better look at this person, at that woman's face, and you see that she has kind of like bulbuses on her face, not just spots and areas where there's like craters, and her skin is definitely not very fur. Huh?
Buboes and pustules and such?
Yes, boobles and pustules. Sores and cuts, and whatnot, and and as I wish my son goodbye, I have yet to again. But last thing I ever heard about is that he was off to go kill a vampire. I'm not big fans of the vampire, you see, because I've never heard of him again. That was a long time ago. And she begins to hit the last rune. As it begins to glow, she takes a little bit of powder, sprinkles it onto a circle that's on the ground, and you guys feel a rush come through your body as you look out the window. And Blaze, you can see the farm and cornfields that are in front of your village. And you see what is, as you can look out, you can see what seems to be a few individuals, maybe with not like dark humanoid figures, walking through the on the road between the two cornfields. The animal land where the cows were.
Does it look like someone I would recognize?
Make a perception check.
Ten.
You are having a hard time really seeing it at all. You just notice the humanoid figures. Selena, as you listen to the story of the damn it, of the old lady, you notice some of the writings and such. There's pieces of paper, leaves. Some of it is in a very interesting language. Question. Now, you know Sylvan, right?
I do.
Okay. You see a little scroll, a little paper scroll near your seat that has a little Sylvan type writing. And it says on it, Havoc.
Have it?
Havoc. HAVOC. Havoc.
Oh, lovely. Exactly what we want.
Do you say that out loud?
Quietly, yes.
Okay.
What?
Havoc. Ha ha ha.
Do you want to do anything about it?
I'm gonna try and snatch it.
You're gonna
Keyword try.
You're gonna
I'm gonna
try
try
and
and
take
grab
it.
it. Yes.
Okay.
Keyword
Make
try.
a sleight of hand.
This is going to end badly. Kazian turns into a large-headed robot for a second, and you just hear him say, "This is all going to end in tears."
I'll dive in.
As you go to grab the piece of paper, she doesn't seem to notice, as she is focusing on the runes and such.
Okay, so I'm gonna say to the group, "We're here. Let's go."
A bit of a rush, aren't you? What's the problem?
Village is under attack.
Ooh, a village.
Under attack.
Oh.
She looks out there and she says, "Doesn't seem like it's under attack.
Trust
Seems
me.
like it may
It
have been
is.
attacked."
Yeah, we found out 3 days ago that it was under attack. Now we think it may just be occupied by enemies.
That's a good chance. Well,
And I'm going
if you
to
don't
burn
mind,
them to the
I'd
ground.
like to give you one last gift before you leave. And she hands you a bottle. It is of a kind of purple substance. It has bits of stone and bark and whatnot within it. Do you take it?
Kazian will take it and just kind of look at it and ask, "So what's this then?"
It strengthens the skin. That it does. Gives you a hardiness.
Kazian's going to burn a spell slot and cast Identify. So I'm not
It
taking the
is
10 minutes.
It is a potion of tree bark, or bark skin.
He's going to hold it out to Blaze and go, "Since you and me usually end up in the front, I think this might be useful to you."
Yeah, I agree with that. I'll go ahead and just slip that right on in my pocket over here.
Okay.
You're welcome. I burned my second of 3 spell slots, so we didn't have to take the extra time.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Kazian's going to turn to the old being, give her a very deep, like full military attention bow, like hands on the fronts of his legs, full like Japanese style bow, and just say, "Thank you so much for your assistance. Safe travels in your future."
You have yourself a wonderful day. Actually gives you just like a little kiss on the back of your head and your bow. It's a little icky.
So I'm just gonna roll this.
Okay.
18 for the con save.
You are fine. You didn't feel anything.
Okay, I don't vomit. As her, I assume, rather disgusting miasma gets that close to me.
Yep.
And then just Kazian is out the door, bow in
Wait,
hand, with an arrow knocked.
Wait. I'm going to warn you guys that there are 2 people in the field before we head out.
Yeah, okay.
And actually, I don't want to do this. So, yeah, Kazian's just going to step outside and wait for everybody. He's going to try and hide on the edge of the tree line.
I'll be right behind him.
Val sees the bow and the kiss take place, and he's a little creeped out. He gets the willies again. He turns to Crux and says, "Crux, it's time to defecate yourself." And then as Crux is doing that, he walks to the lady, kind of like wants to be respectful, doesn't want to touch her, isn't gonna bow. It's like safe travels, love, and then kind of just scoots out the door.
So what you're telling us is Crux can shit on demand?
I assume she's been holding something in.
You guys don't go to the bathroom very often, so I could at any point in time just be like, "All right, roll a con save."
We are not going for that level of realism. Otherwise, Kazian's gonna piss on dead bodies from now on.
You can piss on demand?
And then
legitimately, can that be a thing that Crux can poop on demand, and now we can difficult terrain?
Sure.
And then Val kind of leads on the door. Val kind of leads on the door.
For that.
What's up?
Okay. I said I'll make you do an animal handling check as she begins to learn how to shit on demand.
Val kind of leans on the door frame, like Willy Wonka-esque, as he waits for Val to be done.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for everybody to see
you
that.
Mean Knox to be? Oh, yeah.
And then I'm gonna delete it. So once everybody's seen it, tell me.
Seen it.
That's why I'm deleting it.
That's nasty.
Okay.
As he waits for Crocs to be finished.
So Blaze and Kaz have left. Val, you're coming out. Fantasy, as you begin to leave, you feel a slight tug on your hair, but the woman is very far away as you leave the door.
Can I slightly turn to look at if there's anything there?
Yeah. You don't see anything.
Not weird at all.
And you hear the words trade. Whispered into your ear as you leave.
Okay.
Never give up hair and blood. Never give up hair and blood.
She just gave up hair unknowingly.
Have you never read the Dresden Files, fantasy lover?
No.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, let's continue, shall we? What are you guys doing to get into the village? Or are you going into the village?
I'm on my lizard.
Once everybody's gathered up, Kazian's just going to be like, if y'all don't mind waiting here with Berry, I can try and stealth in and see who's in that field. And if they are friendly...
They're on the road. They're on the road. They're not in the field.
Well, I can stealth up towards them to see who they are.
Okay.
And then come back and report.
I pat my my thigh and say, "Betty, come on, up here, boy." On top of Crux, a familiar sight for him.
Okay. Within this conversation, you guys see the tree disappear at the moment that you leave. So it goes invisible.
Blaze is kind of torn whether he wants to go find a Ludra first or go into the village and find Flair.
Yeah. It's up to you, my dude.
But does anybody object to me going and seeing those two nearby folks if they are friendly?
I agree with reconnaissance.
I
Have
agree
fun.
with that first, yes.
All right. 14.
14. Okay. Is that your stealth check?
Yeah.
Okay, so which way are you stealthing in?
So they're on the.
like-
So just so that I can understand the mapping, they're on the road, and is the forest on one side of the road and the field on the other, or fields on either side of the road and the forest is where we're coming from?
So I'll say that you guys came out through the left side of the fields. So there's two fields, and then there's a road that goes right in between the two fields because they're two separate farms. Blaze would know this.
And
Blaze
is
can
it
barely see over the field, which is corn at the time.
That's what I was going to ask, was what was in the field.
Yeah, it's corn. You can just barely see the head of a humanoid. Now, what seems to be doing a patrol up above, just above. Not so. But you guys are in the far left side of there's field to the left, and you know that in the road, it enters out of the forest.
Okay.
There's a road that comes straight from out of the forest. You guys are off to the side.
We're coming from essentially perpendicular to the road that came through the forest.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Kazian would go through the cornfield then, using the stalks for cover.
Okay. So, all right. With that, okay. You begin to make your way into the field. You travel for about 5 minutes. Everybody's kind of sitting back. If anybody wants to talk while he's doing his thing, you totally can. As you peek through the cornfield, you see what is a vampire walking next to a shadow mastiff.
Okay.
As you get close. And they are doing patrol to the front part of the city. Now, make a perception check for me as you look around.
15, so same as my passive.
You can also see that there is a wall around the city, and there seems to be a second humanoid up there. You can't really tell if they're holding anything, such as a weapon or whatnot, but they seem to be keeping a lookout from above.
Alrighty.
But they have yet to notice you.
Kazian is going to stealth back to the group.
Okay. I'll let you keep your same stealth check. So.
Okay. And then once he's back, he's going to tell them what he saw, being the person in the gatehouse, and then the vampire and shadow mastiff on the road.
Okay.
Blaze, do you know another way into town other than the gate?
I don't know, Dono. Do I?
I sent you the map of your village.
I know, but that was like months ago.
You're supposed to hold on to those things, dude.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Where is this my stuff? Yes, it is. Okay. Let me go through.
Roughly, like, what time of night is it, Dono?
It is. I'd say that's starting to come into nightfall.
Okay.
If we move around to the west, we can probably sneak in through the docks.
All right. I don't know about the rest of you, but I know I'd like to rest before we get into any more scuffles.
Second dimension?
Yes.
I can probably make us a place to rest, but we need to keep a watch. Is everybody okay with that?
I'm alright,
Yeah.
and I'll take first shift, actually, if you don't mind.
So you guys know.
I don't really need to sleep.
Being in the hut, that was a short rest.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
But
because you guys had that whole
I need a long rest to
conversation,
do anything
yeah.
good.
Okay.
So
I need
Kazian,
daybreak.
I'd like to go back into the trees a couple of rows and see if I can find a spot where I can use mold earth to like make us a tiny hut, like a small, rather like big enough to fit through but hard to see hole, and then just a little room that we can all rest in.
As you go to look into the forest, it is very thick and very dense. There isn't really an area where there isn't tree root to have a clearing of like earth that wouldn't have plant within it.
Well, I can
It's
just.
a very thick.
I just need enough
dense
space to make a hole. I could dig straight down if I really need to. It's every
Make
6
an
seconds I can
investigation
move
check
a
for me.
5-foot cube of earth.
Make an investigation check for
11. Oh, sorry, 15.
me. Yes.
I read the roll, not the total.
You do find it takes you a while, like about 30 minutes or so, to find really a good area where you think you could start getting earth and such to be able to start molding it into what sleeping area to be able to have like some kind of protection.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd take however long it takes to make that kind of hidden cave-like space that I need for all of us.
All right, so you begin to make that, take your time, and you guys now have a dirt hut for the night.
Yeah, and then Val said he'd take first watch.
Yep.
So
Okay.
who's taking second?
I'd like to put up my objection. No, this is my town. I'll take first watch.
If you insist. Note that I don't really need to sleep. I can just meditate.
Kazian will take third watch, so right around midnight.
And I'll take the last one.
Okay. All right. So you guys begin to bed down for the night. Val, you
No, the
cross
other.
legs begin to
Oh, yeah.
meditate as Croc lays next to you, keeping your body warm throughout the meditation. Or I guess she's cold-blooded, so you would be keeping her warm, but she enjoys your heat that your body gives off, especially with your draconic side.
Hey,
as
is
you
anyone
begin to
following the
bed for the
stream?
night.
Someone says it might have froze.
The
Let me
stream
take a
might have
look.
froze.
Never mind. He says it did, and he's back. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Proceed.
it's just buffering on their end.
All right, no worries.
Yeah, we're good.
So as you begin to bed for the night, the sun slowly going down, you guys beginning to take your long rest. Blaze, I need a perception check.
7.
7. You hear the wind come from the ocean as it blows through the air, scented with the smell of raw fish.
I'd like to
Something-
take out
some-
my note
Nope.
while this is going on and scrawl a quick message asking what's going on in the village.
As you begin to write your notes, find that though they do disappear as you write them, sending it to the individual that has the other side or the other piece to this magical item, you receive no reply, though they may be so close.
All right. Sorry for interrupting. What were you saying, Dono?
I said that as you write.
No, about
Here.
the about what was going on around me.
Oh, okay. The air is coming in from the ocean. Smell it. It's a familiar smell, though to some it could be a less desirable one. It is a keen reminder of home. You do see within the village there is no lights that go up. It is total darkness. But your watch seems to go undisturbed. Give me 1 second. I need to conversate with somebody please talk to the people that are switching. Try and roleplay a little.
I walk over to Val. I kind of poke him with the end of my staff. Hey, your turn. Wake up.
Yes.
Hey, wake up. Why aren't you awake? It's your turn.
I
I'd
didn't. Yeah, I don't sleep. I was just meditating.
Oh, sorry. Well-
It's fine. It's a common mistake.
You're up, and I need a nap.
All right then, bed down then. Goodness.
Doesn't that air smell refreshing? It's nice to be home.
Oh yes, it smells nearly as refreshing as that hag we.
You're not a nice fellow. You know that.
Never pays to be nice.
Doesn't pay to. Well, I guess that's right. It does pay me pretty well to be an asshole.
Finally, a man who gets me.
All right. Good night, sir.
Good night, jackass.
See you in the morning, bitch face.
A dismaying thought, Budinsky.
You know, you remind me of someone that I roasted.
What was his name?
From the side, you guys hear Kazian, who's cuddling with Barry, just shut the fuck up or have sex already.
I don't really remember, but he looked a lot like you. He kind of got a hit in on me, and then was set ablaze. As I'm saying this, I kind of fondle my ring.
I only knew of one other man. I didn't really know his name. I only knew his title with the order that I was in. He was a priest. He had this weird complex about other beings that weren't related to dragons being filthy.
Yeah, that's the one, the cleric.
Yes, he was a cleric. Yes, he was. I believe his rank was Waning Crescent. I believe it. Yes, he was very low rank. Waning Crescent. It was his rank within the organization. We only go by our ranks. I always found him annoying. I did have to spar with him once or twice, and it was a pushover, honestly.
It was a weird dream, but it paid out fruitful for me. Well, good night.
As he starts drifting off, I start thinking to myself, how would he know? I thought if he survived, then who else could have? He flips open to his. He starts scrolling in his notebook again, muttering to himself. But if that's then, and if that's the, and then, but then of course, and then. But why then?
And then.
But then of
Say
course.
and then one more time.
And then. Dude, what's mine say?
Sweet. What's mine say?
Dude, what's mine say?
Sweet. What's mine say?
Dude, what's mine say?
My favorite part of that movie is when the giant chick goes walking overhead, and I want
Dad, I want to ride that ride. Me too, son.
Me too. I haven't seen that movie in years.
Okay, 1253. After encountering an old hag in the woods and finding shelter within a tree, we escaped in pursuit of vampires. After persuading her with a previously unknown cloak that a compatriot had, and a morsel of dragon droppings and personal loss, we managed to convince her to transport ourselves closer to our destination, only to find ourselves within an area filled with dark and undead things. This could only bode poorly. End of journal entry. And then he goes into his bag and pulls out a different notebook and tries to. He kind of looks around and is like kind of nervously double checking, making sure everyone's really asleep, and then he kind of
damn basket.
he giggles to himself and starts scrawling very vigorously with this big shit-eating grin on his face, blushing very violently.
That's his dirty fanfic, isn't it? How did I know?
Behave, Val.
And just so you guys know, you can catch the video of this stream on our YouTube channel, Adventures and Initiative. It is released Mondays or Tuesdays on a weekly basis. So, if you miss anything, go and watch it. The entire campaign, including the episode 0, which was not streamed, is there. We also have a Twitter account, which is Adventures and INIT. Because apparently you can't fit all of our name on there.
Oh, Val, you are incorrigible.
That's literally what he's writing. He's writing our announcement. Adventures and
Initiative. Oh.
All right. I'm glad you guys had a moment of roleplay and everything. Val, please make a perception check for me.
Perception. I should have this memorized, but I don't. Okay, it's the good one. It's the good one that I have. Let's see. Oh, I spelled everything correctly. Nice. 11.
11. Your night, or your time, you hear voices from the forest. What's your AC, if you don't mind me asking?
My armor class is 17.
Okay. You feel breezes come around you as you begin to feel a cold chill come through the air. Something a little different than just the normal autumn coming into flourishing season. I'm trying to be interesting with my as you begin to feel the chill, you see what is a shadow come from the tree and begin to try and touch you with its hand. What are you doing?
Val's gonna close the journal, like snap it shut, and then stow it into his satchel, and then just kind of slowly slink in the opposite direction of the groper, the groping hand.
It is very slow. It is basically a spirit, as it is not like floating itself towards you, continually trying to grab at you. Each time that it goes to open its hand, it goes to swipe towards you, and it's just easily able to kind of be dodged in a way. Never really hurting you, and it just goes,
We don't have a fire going, do we?
Nope.
no.
Fires attract attention.
That's right. Okay. Just he kind of like grabs for a stick or something on the ground, and then does he find one?
Make a investigation check.
PG. Investigation. Okay.
Yeah.
30-20.
Yep, you find the stick. What are you doing with it?
I'm just he kind of waggles it in front of him because he doesn't want to wake anyone up with any of his magic, but he doesn't want to not be armed. He kind of just waggles it in front of him like, "Stay back, you! Stay back!"
The spirit, as you go to wiggle the stick in front of it, it goes through the stick and towards you. It stops, looks at you with an open, gaped mouth, its form completely blackened, and just like makes eye contact with you, and then begin to and then just go past your own form. 2 points.
Usually I'm the one inside of other people.
As a chill comes through your body.
Donna, you sound like you're talking down a Pringles tube.
You sound like a ghost.
I do.
Yeah.
Get the cock out of your mouth.
Okay. The end of your watch comes to fruition. It is now Kazian's, I believe.
Go over to Kazian, poke him with my new stick, and be like, "All right, your turn."
Kazian immediately, just out of habit with the mercenaries of having to have guard duty, is just up, bow across his knees, arrow ready to be knocked and fired, just sitting. And he pushes Barry against you and Crux so that he stays warm and comfy.
Yeah, Val just goes and lies on top of Crux.
Okay.
Perception check?
Final perception check. Yep.
23.
23. You, as you notice that the sky begins to change color with the sun coming up soon. But you also notice that throughout the night, there are puffs of smoke that pop up from other areas.
You cut out for me. Other areas of what?
From the other areas around you. You're
like physically around me?
Not, they're like distant away around you, but as
like
you
in
go
the
to
forest, you mean?
Yeah, in the forest and
Okay.
within the city as well. As you begin to look closer, it is humanoid forms. Like they're Genasi and other races that may live within the village. Their eyes completely black. As it like their forms actually have less color within them.
So I'm seeing essentially mist beings that look like humanoids.
Yeah. Or man, they seem to be like leaving and moving into another area quickly.
But they don't look like they're solid beings.
No. Some of them do. Like some of them look like full humanoids, but others seem as though they may have been past spirits.
Okay. So would this be like a religion or an arcana check to see if I can figure out what the fuck's going on?
Make an arcana.
Natural 20!
Woo!
You know that the ones that you can kind of see through, they are considered shadows. They are a type of creature that comes from being like what happens when one is slain by either a creature from the abyss that is either like a shadow demon, a shadow mastiff, or even a shadow in themselves. Or, for sometimes foretold, a shadow dragon, if they were killed by its own breath attack. Others seem to be those that you've previously seen be possessed by demons and taking their body.
All right, can Kazian kind of infer that since vampires have the light sensitivity and the sun's starting to come up, that this is probably like the day watch?
Sorry, say that one more time, Kaz.
Essentially, at this point, can Kazian kind of infer from his knowledge of vampires' sun sensitivity that this is probably the people that are watching during daylight? Like they're the changing of the guard.
Yeah, well, that's not.
At least some of
These are
them.
different people than what were in the beginning. This you suspect because it doesn't just happen at one point in time, and it's continuous.
Oh, over the whole 2 hours, this is like something that's.
Because
It's
you
like
rolled
the
high enough in
orcs
your
marching
perception.
out of the city in Return of the King.
Because you rolled so high in your perception, you imagine that this has probably been happening all night. These forms popping around and doing reconnaissance around.
Alrighty. Yeah, Kazian's just gonna kind of watch and pray until his 2 hours is up.
You're gonna pray?
Not to any specific god, but just like that. Fuck, I hope we're not fucked. Fuck, I hope we're not fucked. Fuck, I hope we're not fucked. Kind of praying a mantra kind of thing to anybody out there that wants to listen.
All right. Your watch comes to an end.
He
None
would
seem to be able to find you within the forest.
yeah, he would kind of quietly go over and just shake Selena's shoulder to wake her up.
Oh, my turn? Okay.
It's your watch. And then he'd go and pick up Barry and go back to using him as a cuddle and pillow.
Okay.
Who needs sleeping mats? I have an owl bear.
You guys do technically have sleeping mats from the island, but you know.
Well, no, we have tents. At least I do. I think I'm the only one that had a tent that still has it.
Yeah, Dracus had one, but I'm not Dracus anymore.
All right.
1 second. All right. Selena, please make a perception check.
Oh my god, that's better.
All right.
And technically, Val, you have had enough sleep by now.
You mean enough meditation?
Yeah, because it only
Yeah.
takes 4 hours to meditate.
21.
21?
Yep.
21. You see the sun rise, being that you probably only had about an hour's watch needed, and you see the switching of the guard back to what you would imagine is the vampire and the shadow mastiff, and you also see that there is, I guess I didn't mention this beforehand, there is a large cloud along the top of the city, stretches from the forest to there, or to the city.
Lovely. Okay.
Val stretches to morning life.
Okay.
Yay!
You guys have now had a long rest. Congratulations.
Hey, I have my
Yay!
spells and health back.
And it's
Yep.
a new day.
Yeah, Kazian's gonna just kind of pass on what he saw, and he's like, I'm pretty sure that was happening all night. They're just sending shadows and shit out looking for people and things, and I hope they're not going past the forest.
I'm just going to think. Val's just going to think he dreamed the whatever that was.
Okay.
All right, well, let's get a move on.
All right, lead the way, brother.
I'm going to head west toward the docks.
Okay.
Val just
Are you
kind of
doing-
gently kicks Crux awake. Come on. We got butts to kick. Don't give me that.
Barry wakes up all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Super cute. Okay. Are you guys doing a stealthily? What?
Probably be a good idea.
Yeah. We'd want to go stealthily.
Then roll for stealth, everybody.
I'm gonna have to roll for both me and my lizard.
Yep.
Doesn't have a. Would that be then a dex then? For him?
Stealth, you add dex mod, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So. Oh, what? Why is my. Okay, never mind. I have no idea why it's that high for. Okay.
Barry rolled higher than me.
Shoot, laddie.
It's because he's smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Blaze disappears. The rest of you don't.
Crap! I hit the wrong button.
No, you just have to add your modifier.
Just add your modifier to that. You're good.
Okay, that was Crocs' roll, so that's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Crocs is moving very stealthily for a giant lizard.
Our animals are just sneakier than the rest of us.
I know.
Except
And
for
then
Blaze.
this is Val's roll. Crap. What did I do wrong? Oh, never mind.
Nat 1.
Oh God.
Val is up there, still drunkenly asleep.
You meditated too long.
Okay.
Like, you know how you get kind of fatigued if you sleep too long? That's what happened.
Okay. As you guys begin to make your way towards the dump area and the village, you see the Mastiff. As you guys begin to make your way past the road, Val, as you take your steps, you kick a few rocks, making a little bit of a noise, and you see the Mastiff's head poke. As it begins to walk towards your guys' direction. What are you doing?
How far away is it?
I would say about 100 feet. 100, not 150. Good distance away.
Val's gonna freeze.
Kazian is going to knock an arrow with another one held. Like in his draw hand, he has another arrow ready so he can fire both shots really quickly if he needs to, and he's just like crouched down to be as invisible as possible. Also, for reasons, are Shadow Mastiffs monstrosities?
Let me check on that really quick for you.
Since I have the +2 bonus to damage against them.
Look that up.
I'm just gonna stay in my hidden position with my staff at the ready.
It is a monstrosity.
Wonderful. Let me double check what I get out of that then, because I get the +2 bonus to damage rolls with weapons attacks against creatures of the chosen type. Additionally, I have advantage on survival checks to track them, as well as intelligence checks to recall information about them. And then it's just language. Yeah, so I just get another +2 to damage. If I hit this thing, it's gonna hurt.
Yep.
But yeah, so Kazian's just kind of trying to duck down where if he can be kind of perpendicular to the line of approach to Val so that he can attack it from the side while it's going to try and kill Val, that would be perfect.
Okay. As you go to knock your arrow and pull back, the light from the bow begins to spark and glow, and the Shadow Mastiff turns its attention towards your direction and begins to run through the cornfield right towards you.
Alrighty, then I'm going to let loose 2 arrows. First one is a natural 20.
Okay.
And second one is a 9. I'm guessing the 9 doesn't hit. Alright, and then I need to... Okay. Double all my dice, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm rolling 2d8. plus 4d6 plus 3 plus 2. How's 27 damage feel?
It's still coming at you. It hurt. The Mastiff goes.
How close is it to me?
Its speed is tremendous as the vampires then take a look and see the one from the top of the tower sees all of you, notches an arrow, and fires.
Dono, how close is it to me? Like, it's not within melee yet, right?
No.
Okay. Then Barry wouldn't take his reaction, so...
I will say... Give me a second. I gotta... My child is needing a little bit of something. Give me a second.
I want to hit the guy on the tower.
I'm so sorry.
Val
kind of mouths it.
It's fine. I'm sorry. Freaking, my son came in here. My wife's supposed to be having him. So he just came in here and he wanted to give me a hug.
Yay!
Okay.
So I gave my wife.
Do I have clear line of sight on the dude on the tower, Dono?
Huh?
Do I have clear line of sight of the dude on the tower? I'm the only one. Or
it's kind of a little obscured with the cornfield, but it's not terrible that you can't see him. Kaz, to hit the Mastiff, I need you to roll basically a d20 and see what your initiative is compared to it.
Okay, so roll initiative.
It is close enough that if it wanted to, it could make it to you and hit you in the amount of time.
Alright, that's a 7 for my initiative, so I'm guessing it's going to get close enough to me.
Let me see here. No, it does not. As it goes to come closer to you, you notch an arrow and are able to fire again.
Okay, so I get another round of attacks?
It rolled a 6.
Holy shit. Oh. Okay. One more round of attacks against it then?
The arrow is actually going to go to Blaze. That's a 12 plus its attack, or plus its dex. That's going to be in 18 to hit you, Blaze.
That's a hit. I'm going to need a save as well.
Let me get... I'm going to take 4 plus 3, so that's 7 damage.
He needs to make a dex check.
Okay. That's an 11 plus 6 on that, so that's a 17. Does it make it?
I'm looking. Give me just a second. I'll flip back to the other page.
And then, Dono, am I... should I be rolling attacks against the Mastiff again?
Yeah, roll your attack against the Mastiff.
First one is a nat 1. Second one's a 14.
Okay.
It does make it, but he takes half damage, so half of 15.
The 14 hits.
Okay.
How much damage did you take? 7?
7.
Okay. So you see a flare of fire pop out from out of this person's arm as it goes to begin to notch another arrow. Kazian, roll your damage on the Mastiff.
18.
You see this Mastiff take this lightning from you. Hold up. I need to check something really quick. Okay. Not one of them. Okay. As it takes the hit, and the lightning contracts its whole entire body as it begins to expand. Now it makes the whole body of the Mastiff explode into a shadow, and it rips a large booming sound throughout the town. You imagine that you probably just let people know that you were here.
Well, that's one way. Kazian's just going to turn really quick over his shoulder and just go, well, I guess that's one way to announce that the heroes are here. They're all fucked, aren't they?
Heroes, my ass!
Freaking, what are you guys doing? The vampires aren't close enough that you guys like.
How far is the guy in the tower down?
No, he's very much up.
I'm gonna hit him with double Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take 2 more shots with my bow.
Is anybody else doing anything?
I'm gonna prepare my minute meteors.
That's a 12 and a 15.
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam. I don't think
And
they're
a
moonbeam.
What?
and a 23 and a 10. You're talking down a tunnel again, Dono.
I'm talking down a tunnel. I don't think that they're close enough to be hit with a moonbeam.
How far
They're
are
kind
they?
of like 100 feet away. Like one's 100, one's 130.
Well, my friend, it's 120, so booyah.
God damn it. All right. Then you cast moonbeam.
And then that's a 23 and a 10 to hit the guy in the tower.
Okay. Guy in the tower shoots. He misses Blaze again, or he misses Blaze with a, well, that was a 7 plus 6, so 13. I don't think that hits you, Blaze.
No, it does not.
Okay. You got a 20 and a 10 to hit the guy in the tower. The 20
23
hits.
and a 10, yeah.
Okay, 23 hits. The 10 does not.
Okay. And this one's just a normal dude. He doesn't appear to be a monstrosity of any kind?
Not that you can see.
Okay. I'm asking less for my own knowledge and more just for the math.
I got a 12 and a 15, Dono.
The 15 will just barely hit.
Okay.
17 damage to him.
Okay. He takes it. The lightning strikes him. Blaze with that hit, like it hits with the arrow, and then Blaze's Eldritch Blast with it knocks him off the tower, and he takes fall damage.
Just Wilhelm scream, just ah!
Yeah.
9 damage from Blaze.
Not on the other side of the, from what you can see, and then you have the other person coming towards you in the field. Fantasy roll damage for them as they get caught up in your moonbeam.
Okay.
Can I intercept the person coming towards us with one of my meteors?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. They have to make a dex of 16 to dodge.
Okay. That's 13 plus 6. So that's 19. I'm pretty sure they missed.
Okay, so they take half damage of 2d6.
Okay. Fantasy Lover was the 5, the damage from the moonbeam. Okay.
Yes, but they have to do a Constitution saving throw to see how much they get, and that is the
they do a
set
17.
amount. Okay,
They got
so
a
they get
17.
2.
You get 2?
Or 3.
Okay.
And 2 meteors, 2 meteor damage.
They seem to be coming very strong towards you. They're still towards you. What are you guys doing? They're, I'd say 40 feet away from you. Now.
Kazian is going to throw out a hand and cast Firebolt at the vampire. Which, let me find out what I need to add for that. Plus 4, okay. 17.
17's going to hit.
And then let me see what the damage is on that, because I think it's like 1d10, but I want to double check. There it is. Ooh, no, because I'm I'm 6th level. It's 2d10 damage.
Nice.
So I'm also going to aim an Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay.
That was a 26 and a 15.
I spelled the wrong roll.
How does it feel to be me?
That's 9.
Damage. It takes the damage. It takes it. It's still coming towards you. Blaze, both those hit, if I heard you correctly.
12 damage, and it gets blown back 20 feet.
Okay. You continue to run forward. Boom, boom, comes back, falls, or staggers its step as it slides forward, and still, or slides back away from you guys as it continues to run.
I'm gonna. Can I send my second of 6 meteors at him?
Sure. You then hear out in the distance behind the walls a horn going. Probably the warning sound.
Peachy, I suggest we start making a retreat of some kind. As he sends that meteor towards the charging vampire.
Okay.
Let's get rid of this guy and find a place to hide.
All right.
Dono, can
Yes.
Kazian start creating a tunnel with mold earth?
How much of a tunnel can you make per turn?
Every 6 seconds, I can move a 5-foot cube of earth. So essentially, I'm thinking I would make a hole, get us all into it, and then move 5 feet in front of us to behind us as we go, leaving a small air shaft.
Leaving a small air shaft. Okay.
That way we don't suffocate.
I mean, I'll allow you to do it if you want.
Yeah,
But
Kazian would just kind of look at everybody and say, cover me for a minute, and start tunneling us the fuck out of here.
So each turn you're gonna move Earth, jump down, and then have to take your next turn to move it over.
Yeah, I would not, I wouldn't be tunneling straight down. I would do this at an angle, like a slope. And I'd go probably about 50 feet at a slope, and then once I'm 50 feet underground, just have a level tunnel for us to move in.
So you're Toph with the Attack on the Fire Nation.
Yes. Give me 1 sec.
Brilliant.
So I can look at Mold Earth specifically and make sure I'm not missing anything.
If they can keep it off, yeah, I'll allow it.
You choose a portion of dirt or stone that you can see within range and that fits within a 5-foot cube. You manipulate it in one of the following ways. If you target an area of loose earth, you can instantly excavate it, move it along the ground, and deposit it up to 5 feet away. This movement does not have enough force to cause damage. Yeah, that's the one that matters because the other two are like shapes and then making it difficult terrain.
Okay.
So, however long it would take for me to make us a safe tunnel and then cover the exit for us.
So I'll say that it's going to take you 2 turns to be able to get the hole, get everybody in, and then cover it up.
Alrighty.
Well, he's doing that. Let's take care of this guy so we can make a stealthy retreat.
Right out. That vampire still needs to make the dex saving throw to dodge my meteor.
And
Righto drops giant rock from the sky.
And I'll hurl 2 more.
So that'd be 17.
It's a dex of 16 he has to make.
Okay, so it made a 17.
Okay, half damage. 2.
And I'll hurl a couple more Eldritch Blasts at him.
Okay.
Moonbeam!
Roll the hit. Woo! Moonbeam, you'd have to move towards him.
That's
So-
a 9 and a
That's fine.
25.
You found a spell you like and you're sticking to it, huh, Fantasy?
Yes, I am.
You did a 5 and then 25? Or wait.
9 and a 25.
Okay, 25 hit.
That'd be 4 damage, knocked back 10 feet.
Okay. And gets knocked back. It's still coming towards you. This turn, it will
Takes
end up making it to you.
2 damage from the meteor.
Okay. 2 damage. Again, it's not doing very much as the vampire jumps into you, and it's going to attack Blaze and misses with 1 attack. And that's cocked. 13 plus 6, that'll be 19 to hit.
Make a dex save.
Okay.
That's cocked. 5 plus 6, I'm imagining not. You're going to take 2d4 damage. We'll just roll that. You're going to take 5 points of slashing damage. How much damage does he take in the Hellish Rebuke?
29.
Oh, shit. It just burns. Blaze, as this creature is also attacking, you notice that it is actually a fire genome from your village.
Fuck.
You don't
As
quite
it's
know
writhing in
what
pain,
it
can I
is.
send acid splash at it?
Yeah.
Cool. Dex of 16.
As Blaze is just looking forward and going,
Fails.
Uncle Charcoal?
Yeah.
Cool. So full damage. 6. Wait, I feel like I'm not adding something again. My spell modifier is 5. So
So
would it be
plus
11?
11?
11. Okay, I was wondering. There we go.
Okay.
11. I keep on forgetting to add my spell modifier.
Okay. You take the damage. It's whirling in pain.
Plus another 5 because elemental affinity. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm so
Okay.
dumb.
So you guys continue your attack on this creature. It's still like up and going, but it seems like it's taking quite a bit of damage. It's going to attack again. Fantasy makes a 17 plus 6 for its dex save against the moonbeam, so it's going to take half damage. It's going to attack Blaze with a 19, and it's cocked. That's natural 1 on the second one. So
Half of whatever 21 is for mine.
and Blaze, you're going to take 8 damage from it slashing at you with its claws. 8 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Fantasy level, it takes
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay. It's reeling in pain. Doesn't like that. Doesn't like it at all.
Eldritch Blast.
It looks like it could be really close to being hurt. You also begin to see the gates open from the village as 2 more vampires come out.
17 and a nat 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
17 hit.
Dono, as soon as there's enough room for everybody to pile in, scream for them to get in, and then cover the hole over and start moving us forward through the tunnel.
Blaze has to get out of combat with the vampire before he's able to move, unless he wants to take an attack of opportunity. Which I would say you've had enough time to make the mold earth. 6 points of damage for the Eldritch Blast. It gets knocked back. You are no longer in melee with it. You guys jump into the hole. Kazian, you take the turn to cover up as the that vampire comes to jump, just closing it in time, and you guys are now underground, and you begin to make your descent.
Yeah, and Kazian is closing the tunnel behind us as we go, so that if they're digging behind us, there's not like an easy route to follow.
I would assume it's dark in there, right?
Yeah, everybody but you has dark vision.
Oh, I do have dark vision, so why am I wondering?
Well, that was a fucking mess.
Yeah, yes,
I
So
agree.
I'm going to instantaneously activate my ring, Dono, and with what I saw up top side, move out of the way. Let's go.
Okay. Blaze, make an intelligence check to see if you can navigate where are you guys trying to go?
Kazian would look at Blaze and be like, well, we can either go back the way we came, or, since we're tunneling, well, tunneling under walls has always been a method to get into a city. You know which direction we need to go?
Yes.
I think he knows the
I
direction we
do.
need to go.
This way. Yes, I do. This way.
Okay.
Yeah, so Kazian would just start moving us through there. Yeah.
All right, you guys start to make your way through.
Crux is just sniffing around the dirt.
Are you continuing to go down in a descending pattern until you get to a point where, or what? I'm just wondering.
I would have gone down so that we're 50 to 70 feet below the surface, and then I'm just tunneling horizontal at that point.
Okay. All right, you guys continue your tunneling as you begin to hear the sound of could be the sewer system above you as you enter into the bottom part areas of the moving extremely slowly, but still
Okay.
moving, keeping fine amount of dirt behind you and creating tunnel system.
Once I can kind of hear the sewer, I would start to angle us up until I reach that worked stone, since Mold Earth doesn't work on it, and then kind of work us around to the side of the tunnel.
Okay.
And then just look at everybody and be like, well, we can break through here, or we could wait until we're capable again and bust into the sewer system and climb up into the city. What do you see?
This isn't my town.
I give him directions to Flair's house. We're going here.
That's really useful. Do you know how to get there in the sewers? As the thing, like, would Blaze know how to navigate the sewers there?
No, he would not.
Blaze, I don't think that you ever actually worked in the sewers.
Well, kids explore things.
Would you have explored the shitty sewer?
No, I would not. So,
and that's your answer.
Yeah, so Kazian would take out his hammer and just try and find, like, a loose stone. Since from this side, you know, a loose stone that won't bring the entire sewer down on top of us.
Make an investigation check on the wall.
Enough that there's a hole for us to get through.
Yep.
And then, you know, fill it all back in with earth. Once we're standing in the sewer and kind of, okay, let's get our bearings. Yeah.
You really didn't. Never mind.
Didn't need to what?
Nothing.
I thought I could have done something, but it's stupid now.
What'd you say, Dono?
Yeah. I need you to roll an investigation on the wall to see if you can find a good spot.
Thank you.
Okay.
Poo-poo. 6.
You found a good spot. Make an attack roll.
This is going to end badly. 9.
9. Well, actually, I'm not going to have you make an attack roll. Just roll damage for your hammer.
And he's swinging two-handed.
Yep.
6.
You swing, and you're not very much damage is done. You just keep swinging at it over and over, and it takes you a good 30 minutes of just hammering away.
He would not have kept hitting for 30 minutes.
After
like 5, he'd be like, okay, I need to find another fucking spot.
Well, okay, fine. In about 5 minutes, you actually begin to crack it slightly, and you begin to... And a very wrenching smell comes into this small tunnel area that you guys have.
Oh, goodness.
Everybody please make a con save as the smell overwhelms your area.
Oh, goodness.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
At least I took us up to the side of the tunnel, so I'm not chancing a big old leak.
Okay, Fantasy, you're okay.
Crap.
Blaze and Val also make it to the animals as well. Blaze and Val. You take this smell in, and you just, your stomach turns, and you hurl whatever you just ate for breakfast.
Once it catches up.
Rolling for Crocs.
That's a 14 for Barry.
Barry is okay. He seems to take the smell. He's like,
Crocs got 11.
Crocs pukes as well. As you can see, alligators.
Oh, save that. We can sell it to the hag.
Oh, goodness.
We're broke. We need the money.
Val, part of you thinks that hag doesn't work in money.
Goodness. Oh.
As you continue to break open the wall, you're able to eventually break into it, and the smell is just terrible. As you guys begin to cover your face, it makes sense.
We must be under the rich people's houses. Their shit always stinks the most.
Blaze, you think that you're probably within the middle of town, or towards the city hall. And if I remember correctly, I did put. You said Flair is your friend?
Yes.
Is it your friend or is it your girl or your lady?
It's your lady friend.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. You begin your descent into the sewer, and that's where I think we should end for the night.
A very smelly ending.
Yep. It stinks.
Well, at least we're inside the walls.
Peachy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never thought I swear Mold Earth is one of the most great utilitarian / combat spells ever.
Mm-hmm.
But also I have a DM that lets me do crazy shit like, hey, can I make an emergency tunnel?
I really enjoyed this session. You guys actually started trying things out and enjoying it. I'm like, yes, I will allow that.
Woo!
Woo! So I very much enjoyed it. Kaz, or Shop, inspiration for next session.
Yay!
Congratulations!
Really cool idea. So mark that down for yourself. I will also give inspiration to Blaze for, actually, I'll give everybody inspiration for next time. So next time you guys come to play, just because I've had a really good session and I really liked how you guys played today. So I'll
Yay!
give So
Thank you. We enjoyed the session today too.
Yeah.
This was really fun, you guys. Okay, let's do our outro. Shall we?
I am the Drunken Monk. I enjoyed playing Blaze, the Hot Head Kanagi. See you next week.
I'm Fantasy Lover, playing Selena. See y'all later.
I am Shop Goblin. I play Kazin. You can find me on TikTok as Shop Goblin and Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as Shop Goblin Props. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
And I'm Noah Allen, aka Goon Daddy. I play Valamin Draknuk, Sorcerer Suave Extraordinaire, and my trusty lizard compatriot, Crux. You can find me on TikTok as Goon Daddy, and on Instagram as Noah_Brotomas_Allen. Also, I have a YouTube channel, Noah Allen. Twitter is linked in one of them. Just have a nice one, lovelies.
And I am Donna the Cleric. You can find me on TikTok under Donna the Cleric or Instagram as well. You guys have a lovely week, and we'll see you next Saturday. Enjoy.